looking at the game, you would think this would be 31-28 here at the half because neither team, I don't think, feels like they can stop the other guy at this point. But it's 14-7 at the half.
Well, last week it scared me if Beaumars would come out and threw every down. It would scare me if they would put Webb back and tailback and they'd run every down.
Versa J's kick will come down at the 13-yard line, crossing the 15 and the 20, and down across the 30 and to the 33-yard line on the return. Well, shut my lights off here, and I can't read my chart for Nicholls State. That's Andre Kelly on the return, and he got it out to the 34-yard line for Nicholls State. That's where they will start, 1st and 10, to start the second half.
You know, a team gets good at something. Like if you're fifth in the nation in kickoff returns, then all of their guys give you a little bit more on that kickoff return. That wasn't even way up there. You want the light back on.
Oh, that'll be good. From the 35-yard line, Roderick Cole will come out as the fullback, and the tailback is Cal Jones. They come out in an I. Montgomery up under center.
Oh, we're offside.
Cowboys jump. Montgomery keeps. He pitches. It's on the ground. The Cowboys have it. Let's hope we're not offside.
We're offside.
But we are. Yeah. The Cowboys.
Now that is a break.
Yep. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. We did jump offside.
We jumped off.
They fumbled the pitch on the option, and we got it, but it won't matter. It'll be 1st and 5 for Nicholls State.
Well, let's say who jumped offside. We're not going to name a name, but this guy is right over the ball. All he has to do is wait for the ball to be snapped. Okay, we would have the ball 1st and 10 on the plus 30-yard line going in, and now we're going to lose the ball.
Yep, and it's 1st and 5.
Oh, that's
our penalties. That's only our 3rd penalty, all of which have been 5-yarders, but they've all been so costly.
And I tell you what, that would have devastated them.
I agree. I agree. So to the 40-yard line it goes, 1st and 5, Nicholls.
Or if there was some good come out of it, we had the option covered.
No doubt. They will run from an I. Morgan is the tailback. Cole is the fullback. And Montgomery is up under center. He'll give to the dive back, Roderick Cole. No, he won't. He'll pitch it to the tailback, who will slip down at the line of scrimmage at about the 40-yard line. Well, they got me on that one. Hard to watch the option and figure out who's got the football. That's a gain of a yard for Morgan. From the 41, it'll be 2nd and 4.
I think they're playing a lot for the offsides. They got that long snap count.
Maybe so.
Get those defensive linemen out on their hands.
Now Thorne checks in. Jones will be the tailback in an I. 2nd and 4. The Cowboy 41-yard line. They'll pitch and they lose the football. It's loose on the ground. Still loose. Cowboys have it inside the 20-yard line.
And they had a late hit, but they're not going to call it.
Cowboys football at the 20-yard line of Nicholls State. They fumbled the pitch. 2nd time on the series they've done that. This time, I think their tailback was slipping as he was trying to go to the football.
Well, I'll also say this, and another, it seems like we always saying good things about the defensive staff. But the play was defense.
It was defended
well.
well.
Great at defense. They obviously went back at halftime. Coach Abear, Coach Rawlins, and his staff is doing it. And, of course, offensively, they're doing a great job, and that offensive staff is doing a terrific job. But
first
that
down
play was defended perfect.
Play fake. Peru wants to throw, and he will. Johnson can't hang on to the football. He would have been out of bounds at about the 15. It would have been about a 5-yard gain. Instead, Jordy Johnson just dropped it. So 2nd and 10 from the 19, or actually from the 20-yard line.
You know, Tom, that reminds me of Western Kentucky, where now we're getting our fullback involved in the pass offense. Remember
Johnson has been kind of a forgotten man in the Cowboy offense up until about 2 weeks ago. He started getting some plays called to him, mainly in the passing game. It's 2nd and 10 now. Peru shotgun. We'll give it to Bush. Runs right. Now cuts it back to the left. He slips a little bit. Got about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6.
You know, you're always looking for that guy that you don't have to substitute for. That can play fullback. He can go out in the slot. He can be a tight end, actually, which a slot back in. He's right next to the tackle. And Jordy Johnson kind of fits that role.
Very much so. He was a tailback when he came to the Cowboys from Tulane as a transfer. But he's bulked up quite a bit. He's almost 230 now, and he's a true fullback. Peru in the shotgun on 3rd and 6. from the 16-yard line. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Peru will run it himself. No, he'll throw it. Caught by Bush near the goal line. Touchdown Cowboys! Peru ran to his right, spotted Chris Bush wide open at about the 3. Put it in his arms for the score.
Okay, now that is a sign of a champion. That is a sign of a team that came out, had a bad break, didn't get the fumble because we jumped off sides. Okay, we overcome that. We come back, and we score. You know, so forget the other one. And we could have just rolled over and said, oh, here we go again and stuff.
Versace to attempt the extra point. Connor to hold. Snap and hold are there. Versace's kick is up, and it is good. With 13:07 to play, third quarter, our score. Cowboys 21, Nicholls State 7. Back in 1 minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
ERA market. At Nissan of Lake Charles, we're having a September to remember. Remember this: Pathfinder, Quest van, or Maxima for $24.9. And remember, if you want a car, truck, or van at Nissan of Lake Charles, we're making deals every day. Hi, John Stelly here, inviting you to our pre-owned Super Center Extravaganza and get an 04 Ultima for only $13.9. And remember, if you want a car, truck, or van, we're making deals every day.
Transformer Sector 2.
Through wind and rain, storms and sunshine, we're always working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Always working hard to make a difference because we live here too. For service and information, visit Entergy.com. Entergy, the power of people.
Chris Bush, a 16-yard touchdown reception from Derek Peru. Peru's second TD throw of the night. Cowboys lead it 21-7, 13:07 to play third quarter. That was huge, Johnny. The forcing the turnover, taking it right in, right down for the score.
Oh, I tell you what, just like I say, you could, and we were so down. I have a tendency to want to hold things, you know, for a long time, and they don't.
Kelly will take this kick at the 9. He'll try to run to his left. He will be hit at about the 15, escapes that. Still on his feet across the 30, out across the 35, and down at the 36-yard line. The Cowboys nearly got him at about the 15, but did a good job just outrunning the coverage there, and they'll start at their 35, 36-yard line.
You know, I don't know how many occasions we've been down here that if somebody would get ahead of the other team, something we get a little squabble, and before long we got a full-blooded ride with the two teams.
Big fight here in 03 when the Cowboys played here and won the conference championship here on their turf. Tobias is the fullback. Montgomery up under center.
They're back in their base wishbone formation.
Keep Montgomery hit hard by Bennett after a short pickup. Got about 3 to the 40-yard line. Instead of optioning the way the motion man went that time, Montgomery turned it around and took it back to the left side.
Well, they can score out of the wishbone for sure.
Yeah.
But it could take a lot longer than expected.
Give him 4 out to the 41 on that play.
You know what Peru can do is he can get you more time. You know, you go back, you want 4 seconds to throw the ball. You know, and then he can give you 4 more seconds. He can hop right out of it.
On second down, Montgomery up under center. Tobias is the fullback. They'll option near side. Montgomery will pitch, and out of bounds with very little gain is the tailback, Grant Thorne, and that was well defended by the Cowboys. They optioned to the short side of the field and really cost them. They ran out of room.
Well, I tell you what, assignment-wise, they're playing. I mean, we're in position now. Look at the 6. You know, it's third down, so they've got, in 2 plays, they hadn't got anything, really, and not a whole lot.
Third and 6 will be the situation from the 41.
I say Lindy always looks like he's in position.
He's had a great game. He had a great first half. Was everywhere. Should have gotten an interception. They just missed the call. On third down, they look to throw, and they will throw far side, and it's going to be caught for a first down and more. In Cowboy territory at the 37-yard line. I think he's going to be ruled down by contact, and that's correct. The ball did come out. They complete the pass to the Cowboy 37. On the reception was Okoronkwo. And that's a big first down for Nicholls State.
I thought he might have fumbled the ball. If you're an airborne receiver, if you leave your feet, you have to come down with possession of the ball. I think they blew the whistle.
I think they did. So it's at the 36 of the Cowboys. They've been effective going through the air. They went so on 3rd and 6 that time. Montgomery's up under center. Tobias is the fullback behind him. Option far side. Montgomery keeps and slips. Gained a yard or so to the 35. He was trying to cut around a Cowboy defender there and lost his footing.
Well, I may have to eat my words, but it certainly doesn't look as easy now as it did earlier in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you're right. The option we're covering well. Yeah, I really think we are. It's the other stuff that's kind of an issue for us at this point. And you've got to solve the big problem first before you try to attack the other problem. We'll split a receiver to the right side. Tobias will be the fullback behind Vincent Montgomery.
Well, they've given their next opponent a lot of things to think about.
Montgomery will give it on a little counter play, and they'll get a couple. They ran that successfully in the first half, but really only got about 2 or 3 yards this time on the give to the tailback. On the carry was Hines, and it's 3rd and 7. Ball at the Cowboy 33.
You know, you say, well, why don't they come back with that reverse they ran earlier and everything? But you usually don't get by with that twice, because these guys on the corners, they got burned on it. They'll stay home a lot.
3rd and 6.5. Ball is at the Cowboy 33-yard line.
I bet this is 4 downs for them.
I think it is 4 down territory at this location, unless they lose yardage here. Back to throw Montgomery. Blitz comes, pass downfield, batted away by the Cowboys. Cody Knox came flying in there and knocked that one down with his right hand. He had good coverage on the intended receiver and swatted it away. It's 4th down, and we'll see what they elect to do.
See, that was man-to-man, and that is the hardest thing to do, is cover a back going across the field.
And that's Cody Knox, who is the free safety, who's got the pitch man on the option. So
right.
He's got the toughest assignment of the night as the free safety.
He doesn't know the guy's not coming cracking back on him.
Field goal attempt, as they will send Como out there. They're gonna pooch punt it to him. They're gonna direct snap it to him, I bet. Nope, there's the snap in the hole. The kick is up. Well, he's got distance. He hooked it wide left. Boy, Como showed some great leg there. That's not the regular kicker.
Romero's
the regular kicker, but Como, they had 4 kickers warm up, if you'll recall, before the game. And he had plenty of leg on that 50-yard effort. I thought they were going to direct snap it to him and punt it away, because he's also their punter. Instead, the Cowboy defense holds. We got a 14-point lead and the football with 10:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
In Louisiana football this year, who was that guy, Como? In Louisiana football this year, we've had a lot of big plays by guys' names that ends in X.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, we got
Airloo, you got Peru,
Decimo,
the guy from ULL at Decimo, you got Como.
1st down Cowboys from their 33. Peru is up under center. Penland is in the backfield now for the Cowboys, and he'll get the carry. Oh, that's Chris Bush. Not much there. He did spin away for a couple, and we'll give him 3 yards on the run for the 36-yard line. 2nd down at 7. Bush was hit at the line of scrimmage, but spun out for 3.
You can really tell these guys that are kind of running like on ice. I mean, kind of apprehensive, and it's not really a true test sometimes of the run game.
I think in this circumstance, you're better off just to cut it loose and act like it's normal. You're going to fall sometimes and completely blow up plays, but I think tentativeness just kills you. 2nd and 7. Cowboys with it at the 36. Peru up under center with Bush, the tailback, behind him. Play fake, Peru to throw. Pressure, he'll throw deep. Looking for Lawrence. Intercepted. That's Moore who comes up with it. And he's still on his feet. Look out, midfield. 45 and taken down. The Cowboys had him wrapped up, but Kareem Moore kept him on his feet somehow. And just like that, Nicholls State is all fired up. They got the football in Cowboy territory. Moore's one of their very, very good defensive backs. Oh, that's Bogan who had the ball, not Moore. Bogan, number 2, the cornerback who stepped in front of Quentin Lawrence on the deep pass. And then the return is what really hurt. Looked like the Cowboys had him wrapped up.
Well, there's some tackles.
Yeah, we did.
Actually, Lawrence.
Quentin Lawrence came back and looked like he had it from behind. Somehow, Bogan got away.
For some reason, this game all kind of makes you feel like it's a misty rain or something, you know?
Yeah. Weather's perfect. Cowboy fans on their feet trying to encourage the Cowboy D here. Folks still lead by 14, 21-7. Option play near side. Down he goes in the backfield. There's Valen Jackson knocking Montgomery down for about a 5-yard loss.
There's also Valen Jackson, about 290 pounds, during her backward flip. You know, he was a wrestling champion.
Yes, he was. It's Silver High.
Good one.
Clock runs. 8:55 to go, third quarter. Second and 15. That was an option play to the near side, and Montgomery had no chance. Jackson was all over him. Jackson is playing mainly a nose guard here in a 3-down lineman set for the post.
Well, they took a lineman out and put another linebacker.
Yes, they did. Back to throw Montgomery. Looking near side. Okoronkwo will not be able to haul it in. Good coverage by Jonathan Walker on the little rail route down here on the left side.
Almost offensive interference. That's one of those man-to-man things where your defensive back is beyond the receiver. You know, sometimes they underthrow him and get a better completion.
So 3rd and 15 at the Cowboys 46-yard line. This is a big play here. Cowboys just turned it over for the first time. Nicholls State had a chance to get back in the football game. If the Cowboys can hold them out here on this 3rd and long, that'll get the momentum right back on the Cowboys side. Montgomery's in a shotgun, drops the throw. Blitz comes. He's hit it. Down he goes. Trey Bennett got there first, and Brian Smith was there too.
Look at them. They're stomping on somebody.
Yeah, that's Smith down.
Yeah.
They will spot the ball back near midfield, actually at the 45 of Nicholls State. Bennett with the sack, and punting situation for Nicholls. Great job by the defense. That was an inspired performance there, Johnny.
Now, what could this bunch be booing about? They were stomping on Smith.
Yeah. Big sack for the Cowboys.
Big sack. I tell you what, you know, you just can't say enough about the defense. The adjustments they made at halftime. Actually, the first half wasn't bad.
Como to punt. End over end kick. Franklin will be forced to let this one bounce in front of him, and he's going to have to let it roll. It will take a sideways bounce to be down at about the 17-yard line. Cowboys will start 1st and 10 at that location. 7:39 to go in the third quarter. Cowboys lead it 21-7. Are they going to take the timeout here? Yes, they will. And we will take the timeout, too. Back in 1 minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
Papa, it's time for Big All-Star Challenge.
That's right, Gabby. We're challenging all other dealers. This is the All-Star Challenge.
That's right. We're challenging those dealers of this new Yukon that's got that new flex fuel engine and gets great gas mileage. When can I talk?
Here at All-Star, we not only challenge you with price, but we challenge you with style.
And don't forget, All-Star is a family dealer where we treat you like a family. Hey, Papa, what's the trade-in for this?
We are professional grade.
Hi, I'm Philip Tarver for Lake Charles Toyota, inviting you to come in for a first-class shopping experience. We have a vast inventory and a professional sales staff to meet with you in a comfortable, open environment. Your service experience begins with a professional, courteous welcome and continues through valet delivery upon completion. Our unique amenities include complimentary beverages, child's play area, a large waiting lounge, and a gift shop and wireless internet. We all work very hard to give you the first-class service you're worthy of at Lake Charles Toyota, Gerstner Memorial, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
Cowboys lead at 21-7. We'll go to the sidelines. Richard Dell. Rich.
And at the Cowboys sidelines, Iman DeGalvi was injured in the second quarter. He has a bad ankle injury, and his return is doubtful into this game right now, completing what is already a shortened Cowboy offensive line. But the Cowboys a little fired up on that one, and when Farouk came to the sidelines, basically everybody knowing that he basically got hit on that ball, and everybody was great. He's just going to go out and play tough D, and you saw very inspired Cowboy defense there, and Cowboy fans getting to it as well here in the third quarter.
First down Cowboys from their 17-yard line. Farouk's up under center. Bush is the tailback. He'll give it to Chris Bush, running left. Running room. Crosses the 25 and the 30. He is near the 35-yard line. Good run on first down. Nearly 20 yards for Chris Bush.
I'd say a lot of that's Bush. You're just running by red shirts.
That's great. Needed that.
But there had to be some good blocks in there. Just swinging to begin with.
Well, you mentioned Nagabi not in the ball game. We think Jordan's getting some playing time now at guard for him. So First down, Pokes at their 36-yard line. 7:20 to go, third quarter. Cowboys lead 21-7.
Well, let's hope Nagavi's going to be okay. We got the same thing with Friddle a couple of weeks ago where he had an ankle injury, and it turned out he's all right.
Farouk keeps on first down. Not a lot there. Got about 2, as it was the zone read play with Chris Bush. Farouk elected to keep it, but Bush nearly dragged it right out of his arms. Farouk fell forward for 2 yards to the 48. Second down and 8.
We have a tendency to forget Casey Richter, James Jordan, Nagavi, 3 of them out at some point in time in the season. Coach Nelson has had a time, but he's done a great job.
Second and 8, Peru up under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gives to Bush, cutting it back, running room. First down, Cowboys out across the 46-yard line. Good run by Chris Bush. He's looking very nice north and south right now, huh, Johnny?
You know, a lot of guys, for two really come to mind. When we've had Jamie Leonard went down and Whitehead went down, Bush was a different player. And then we said, now, Bush, you're the man.
Yeah.
You are the man. And Carlis Franklin, you're the man. You're the man. And they have responded tremendously.
Big time. Bush will operate as the tailback here, as Peru will step up under center. Lawrence left, Friddle and Franklin to the right. No tight end in the game now for the Pokes. Peru, play fake, rolls left. And he's going to... He's got Franklin for a first down at about the 41-yard line.
He was close.
Very close to being across the line of scrimmage when he threw the pass. There is no flag down.
No.
And that'll be a Cowboy first down.
I don't think the official was over there because he got lost because he was past that line of scrimmage. Well, he would take it.
He'll take it. Carlos Franklin with the reception, just his second of the ball game. So that's into Nicholls State territory now at the 42 with another Cowboy first down.
You know, out routes have to be precise. You know, they have to have precise cuts, and that's probably pretty tough right now also.
Peru under center. We'll send Johnson in motion left to right. Gives to Bush up the middle. Hit and tripped for a short gain. Got 3, maybe 4 across the 40. Second down, we'll call it 7. Excuse me.
Don't let it happen.
Quit clearing my throat on here.
I'm sorry.
It's that's coarse of me. Coarse. Crude. It's Friddle left. Franklin and Lawrence to the right. Bush alone in the backfield with Peru up under center on 2nd and 7. Option play far side. Peru will keep. And he'll get a few. About 3 to the 36-yard line. Going to leave a third down and still a good solid 3 yards to go for the Cowboys.
Tom, don't you feel sometimes like we have an option, but we don't option? You know, Peru is leaving the center with knowing what he's going to do. But it could be a load option. Now, we could be blocking the defensive end.
3rd and 4 Cowboys. Ball is spotted at the 41. Lawrence left, Franklin right. Perez Jackson in the game at fullback. He'll go in motion right to left. Peru up under center.
We have a long count.
We'll call a timeout. It was a long count. I wonder if we were trying to draw him off sides. I don't think
I don't know why.
No.
You know, on 3rd down, it was, I think he may have been trying to change the play.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
4:47 left third quarter. Cowboys 21, Colonel 7. We will take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more Cowboy football after this on the McNeese Sports Network.
In Southwest Louisiana, we value the safety of our loved ones and the security of our families. But when this very security is threatened by personal injury due to the carelessness of others, you need to know your rights and where you can go for answers.
We've been helping seriously injured people for over 30 years. As a lawyer with personal injury experience, I understand the value of security and how much we stand to lose by not having it.
Vice Palermo and Veron, your experienced litigation team.
Transformer Sector 2.
Through wind and rain, storms and sunshine, we're always working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Always working hard to make a difference because we live here too. For service and information, visit Entergy.com. Entergy, the power of people.
Cowboys face a 3rd and 4 at the 41 of, at the 36 of Nicholls State, this is a big play for the Cowboy offense. Would love to get the first down here, keep the football, keep it away from the Nicholls State offense. Two receivers right, one to the left. Peru is up under center. And a running play to Bush, tries to cut back. He will dive forward close. Needs the 32. I'm going to guess a half yard short of the first down here. Very, very tough. Let him unpile and let him place the football. Oh, they got a bad spot. No, we're a yard shy, and this is a tough call now.
Now we're going for it. We just brought a tight end. Is that a tight end?
No, that's a fullback. That's Jackson. Yeah. Fourth and a yard.
Yeah.
And in comes a fullback, Perez Jackson, Derek Peru.
A big fullback.
Yeah.
A big lead blocker type fullback. Well, the only running back there.
Bush in the backfield as the tailback. 4th and 1. Peru runs it himself. First down, Cowboys at the 30-yard line. That's huge. Keep the football away from their offense when you've got the lead, and you're in great shape.
You know, that's a good play. You see, Perez Jackson, he goes, and it's like an option. Well, the linebacker, somebody's got to go with him, you know. So we just cut it back in there. That's a heck of a play of 1 yard by Peru.
Peru took about 2 steps left and then dove forward. First down, Cowboys just inside the Nicholls State 30. I formation now behind Peru. Give to Chris Bush running left. Can he turn the corner? He is pushed out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain at the 25-yard line.
You know, every week it's somebody. It's Penland last week.
Yeah.
It's Bush. It's, it's always...
If that would have been one of our faster tailbacks, I think they'd have been able to turn the corner and really maybe break it for big yardage. Instead, it's Bush. Got 5. That's nice enough.
You know, it's on the second half, and probably most of the first half, if we really think about it. Our offense was the possession offense.
Yeah.
You know, the Wishbone was not the possession offense.
No, not at all. Penland is into the ball game now. 2nd and 5 Cowboys from the 25 of the Colonel. Peru. Uh-oh. Before the play, a flag and a whistle. Clock didn't expire, so that's not it. We must have jumped. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, illegal procedure probably.
Yes, we did. Ball starting against the Cowboys. Ouch. 2nd and 10 now instead of 2nd and 5.
I don't know who it is. Well, we don't ever say who it is, yeah.
Well, we didn't see it, so can't judge. Somebody must have just flinched along the line of scrimmage. Maybe one of the receivers.
I hate for a big old offensive tackle to be blocking the whole game, and all of a sudden he gets this legal procedure ahead. That's the only thing you hear.
Only thing you hear about him all game long.
Well, all you got to do is look at the stats, the Russian stats, and say the offensive line is doing it.
Oh, you know they are. 2nd and 10, back now at the 30. May have put the Cowboys out of field goal range. We'll see what they do here on 2nd and 10. Peru is under center. Runs to Penland, running left, cuts it up, running room, first down, cuts it at the 15. He's to the 10-yard line. Tydrick Penland with a Cowboy first down.
You know, I don't know if Peru got us out of the play into another play. But boy, they had a lot of guys to our right. And he might have audibilized into the short side of the field to the left.
2 safeties came up as if on a blitz into the interior part of the line there, and we ran around the line where those guys were pretty much taken out of the play. It's short of the 10-yard line. It's at the 11, 1st and 10 Cowboys right there. 21-7 folks.
We're making them do a lot of things they don't want to do. They don't want to throw. All right, on defense, if they got the blitz, that means they're playing man. They want to play zone.
Give to Penland. Spins. He got 5. He's near the 5-yard line.
Well, I'll say this, Tom. Penland deserves the touchdown if he,
that was a nice run a moment ago.
Well, this one was too.
Sure was. Of course, Bush has had a good series, and Chris will check back into the ballgame now for Todd Penland. 2:55 left, third quarter. Cowboys leading 21-7 are threatening to add to their lead right now.
This would be a good time to say hello to our wife.
Go ahead. Hello, Kay. I love you, sweetie. Johnny loves you, too. 2nd and 4 Cowboys at the 5 of Nicholls State. Out of the shotgun now. Peru will...
There it is.
For the touchdown. Chris Bush takes it in for the score from 5 yards away. They ran the zone read play that time, and the middle was wide open for the tailback, and Bush takes it in for the score, a 5-yard touchdown run. Cowboys lead at 27-7 late in the third quarter.
You know, it's so many reasons to say Coach Viator is a heck of a football coach. An organized heck of a football coach.
Connor to hold for J. Extra point try is up, and it is good. 2:30 left, third quarter. Nicholls fans heading for the exits as the Cowboys have taken a 28-7 lead. We'll stay right here with you. As we talk about this every time we play an option team, we say we want to get ahead of them because they don't have the ability to come from behind late. So, do we have them right where we want them?
Well, I'm kind of the old coach. I don't think we've got the game won.
Yeah.
No, I think they could come back and, yes. But, yeah, I think we've got them where we want. I think they're going to have to throw because I don't think they can go and have a long, sustained drive that the wishbone brings for 4 touchdowns. You know, I don't think they're going to get the ball that much because they can't get us off the field offensively.
Hi, I'm Philip Tarver for Lake Charles Toyota, inviting you to come in for a first-class shopping experience. We have a vast inventory and a professional sales staff to meet with you in a comfortable, open environment. Your service experience begins with a professional, courteous welcome and continues through valet delivery upon completion. Our unique amenities include complimentary beverages, child's play area, a large waiting lounge, and a gift shop and wireless internet. We all work very hard to give you the first-class service you're worthy of at Lake Charles Toyota, Gerson Memorial, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
Jay's kick will be taken by Webb at the 4-yard line. He will be hit behind the 20 and taken down. Good coverage by the Cowboy kick coverage team. He's down at the 18-yard line, and that's where Nicholls State will be forced to start first and 10.
See, that's not just a good play on a kickoff. That's just not a play. That's the number 5 returner in the nation. They made the play.
Yes, they did. So first down, Colonels. We'll call it their 19. See what offense they come out in now.
I wouldn't surprise me that they don't come with Webb eventually as quarterback.
Maybe so. Although he's got
to run. Yeah, he's got to run. Yeah.
I think Montgomery is a decent thrower, and he's working. Now he's in a shotgun. Is he going to stay there for the snap? I think he will. 4 receivers in the game for the Colonels. Now Montgomery will keep it. He'll dive for a yard or two. Not much there. He crossed the 20, and that's all. Going to be second down. We'll call it 8 at about the 21-yard line.
I would have said before this game, if you can force Nicholls to go to the shotgun, you have the game in hand.
Not quite in hand, but it's looking good for the Cowboys with a 28-7 lead. Nicholls State scored the first touchdown of the ball game. They have not scored since that time. They scored on their first possession, in fact. They'll split a man to the right. Now they'll send 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Tobias is the running back with Montgomery in the shotgun. Second down and 8. Montgomery back to throw. Will throw far side. Reception made. Short gain as he's pushed out of bounds. On the grab for the Colonels, Grant Thorne. He got to the 27-yard line, 26-yard line. Going to leave a 3rd and 3. Now they gave him the 27, 3rd and 2, we'll call it. And an interesting call for the Colonels here. They'll set up in their normal option offense setup. Tobias is the fullback behind Montgomery. Montgomery, now there's a flag down as the Cowboy defensive lineman came across.
They killed the play.
So they did kill the play. Must have made contact. If we were offside, if they moved first, then
I think we were.
I think we did too. They're going to call it against us, offside against the Cowboys. Our defensive linemen moved when their option man, the pitch man, went in motion. Their pitch men go from the wing.
I'm surprised they killed the play.
He must have made contact.
Well,
That's the only thing I can
if
think of.
he did, the rule is unabated to the quarterback.
No, you made contact.
Yeah, you made contact, but I didn't think he made contact.
I didn't think so either, but that must have been what they ruled. Yeah. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Montgomery up under center. 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
What kind of play can you change out of the wishbone?
Yeah. Montgomery will give to the fullback, Tobias. Oh, he stayed on his feet. He was tripped up and looked to be down after a gain of a yard or so, but he got his hand down and stayed on his feet for about 8 across the 40. That's a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, that didn't bother me so much because that's the plan's there. We had the guy there, 2 tackles.
It's a 9-yard pickup.
And I tell you what, right now at this stage with 15 seconds in the third quarter left, if they want to run the dive the rest of the game, I'm
let them.
Yeah.
High formation behind Montgomery on 2nd and 1. Option far side. Montgomery in trouble. Now breaks it back the other way. And is taken down, has the first down at the 45-yard line. Good job by Montgomery to change direction there. The Cowboys had really defended that one well. And he had to circle back, and he was able to get the first down to the 45. That's the final play of the third quarter. We head to the fourth with the score. Cowboys 28, Colonels 7. Back in a minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
Transformer Sector 2.
Through wind and rain, storms and sunshine, we're always working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Always working hard to make a difference, because we live here too. For service and information, visit Entergy.com. Entergy, the power of people.
First down for Nicholls State from their 45-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines. Richard Dow has this for us. Rich? I guess Rich can't hear us due to the band. Let's try one more time. Richard, are you able to hear us and give us something from the sideline? Standing in front of the band again. All right, well, first down for the Colonels from their 45-yard line. Folks lead at 28-7 as we head to the fourth quarter.
We need to get a BB gun so we can control Richard on his left.
There is no controlling Richard Dow. Now he knows we went to him. Oh, well. Sorry, Rich. Too late. You had your chance. Montgomery is up under center with Tobias, the fullback, behind him on first down. Option play, they gave it to the fullback, and he's got running room. He's got the first down into Cowboy territory at the 40-yard line. That's about a 15-yard gain for Tobias on the fullback dive. Well, the fullback dive has not been really part of their arsenal tonight. They've only used it about 3 times, and we've seen very, very little of Roderick Cole.
Well, they've been reading it all night. When they do run it, they've been reading it, and we've made the tackle, and we just got to bear down and make the tackle. Got some white shirts in there.
From the Cowboy 39, first down Nicholls. Montgomery up under center. He gave it to Tobias again, and he got more running room. He got about 9. It's on the straight dive. They might have found something in our defense now that's making that work, or they've changed something up. Because you really, on the option, the triple option, the dive play kind of sets up everything else.
Well, you know, Tom, I've been scared of this the whole time, for them to go back to their real option.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
They've been almost leading the nation in rushing.
Now we see Broderick Cole as the fullback once again, as Montgomery's up under center on 2nd and 1 at the Cowboy 30. Montgomery will cut it back, and he'll get running room. And he's taken down inside the 20, and that'll be a first down. Well, Cowboys have overplayed that option, and now they've decided they're just going to stop Montgomery and turn him around and go back the other way.
Well, you got to, what's your boys? McNeese goes to the ball carrier in mass.
Yeah.
And then if he bounces out of that and comes the opposite way, we don't have anybody there.
We've got an injury, Colonel down on the field, so we'll take a timeout. Back in 1 minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
Papa, it's time for Big All-Star Challenge.
That's right, Gabby. We're challenging all other dealers. This is the All-Star Challenge.
That's right. We're challenging those dealers of this new Yukon that's got that new flex fuel engine and gets great gas mileage.
These new GMC trucks drive so smooth, even us girls love them. And All-Star challenges all other dealers on the price of these new trucks and high trade-in dollars that never go down.
Hey, Papa, what's the trade-in for this?
We are professional grade.
Montgomery, the injured Colonel, he's on the sideline and appears to be okay. Zach Chauvin, their backup quarterback, is in for this play. 1st and 10 Colonels. They will pitch it to Thorne, far side, running room. Flags are down, and running room for Thorne as he gets inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, but I think we're going to get a hold here.
Nothing but. I can't imagine anything but a hold.
Yeah.
because we weren't in the position to grab his face mask.
So we'll check the call. That was a toss sweep to Thorne around the left side.
Well, let's stop this foolishness right now. I mean,
well, that holding, if it's holding against them, which we think it might be, that would certainly help.
I just can't imagine what else it could have been because they don't have wide receivers. You know?
Call is, I'll make the call here. Going against the Colonels, and it's going from a spot downfield. It's a chop block downfield, which you cannot do. You can't do along the line of scrimmage. It's a chop block downfield from the spot of the foul, which was the 8-yard line, 15 yards back out to the 23. There were repeat first down. It'll be first and about 15.
You know, you can clip in the box.
Yes,
you know, put box a yard each way and everything. But once you get out of that box, you can't clip, and that's probably what he did.
First and 15, ball at the Cowboy 23-yard line. Tobias, the fullback, behind Montgomery, who's checked back in. And again, the ball is loose. Cowboys have it. Ball is loose, and the Cowboys come up with yet another turnover. Ball down at the 18-yard line. Well, Nicholls State had a lot of time with the football there, and they moved it pretty well, but they cough it up. Cowboys get it back with 13:04 to play. 28-7 Cowboys. Some of the Colonel fans giving Johnny Sidus the business here. Johnny giving it right back.
That's being kind of personal.
He is kind of personal, yeah, I'll agree with that. First down, folks. Bush is the tailback behind Farouk for the Cowboys. Now Therese Jackson in motion for the Pokes on this first down play. Chris Bush will run it right up the middle, and he'll get about 4, maybe even 5 out to the 23-yard line. Second down at 5. From the 24, the Cowboys come out second and 5. Smothers has checked into the ball game as wide receiver. Two receivers right, one to the left. Peru up under center will give it to Chris Bush, who hits hard and driven back. Well, Chris took a pop there, didn't he? Will be a gain of a yard or 2, and it'll set up a third down and about 3, depending on the spot of the ball. Third and 2.5, I'll say. Ball at the 37-yard line.
There's somebody limping there.
Oh, yeah, one of our offensive linemen. That doesn't look good.
Boy, I tell you what, we're down in the offensive line, 73.
Not on my roster.
I don't have him on mine either.
James George. Oh, that's Jordan. Oh, he's going to limp off.
Oh, he's been hurt this year. Yeah.
Walking okay now. See if that works out. Cowboys are going to have to get deep into the depth chart.
Well, we're going to have to just kind of hold our fingers on the Gavi. You know, we've got some good athletes that can move around. You know, a guard can be a tackle and vice versa, but we're not going to have much depth left.
Peru under center on third and 2.5. Peru option. He'll cut it back, he gets the first down, and he's still on his feet. He's at the 40, 45 midfield. Cut off and taken out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Nicholls State. Big third and 2 run by Derek Peru. First down, Cowboys. Nope. That'll move the chain. Cowboys will keep the ball. 11:33 to go in the game. Cowboys up 28-7.
You know, Derek's going to be close to 100 yards.
I think he's probably over.
55 at halftime.
Yeah, I think he's probably over. That one was good for about 35.
Yeah, we didn't get a third quarter yet.
Well, we didn't get first quarter, so I doubt we get third. On first down, Broussard, the tight end, goes in motion for the Pokes. They give up the middle to Chris Bush. Running room. About 7, maybe even 8 across the 35.
You know, we are starters. Okay, well, you know, somebody said, well, we play so many players that I don't know who we would put in at tailback if we did have a big lead, you know, that call off the dog. Because we play 5 tailbacks, and then we play so many people, and like we said during the break, I bet you nobody in 1AA football plays 4 players each game from day one, from the first game of the season, from Portland State.
2nd and 3, Cowboys at the 34. A give to Penland. Penland was struggling to gain control of the football. He was struggling to keep his feet as he was slipping a little bit, and they had somebody coming in firing up against him and knocked him down for a big loss. Lost 4 back to the 38-yard line.
Well, you know, your first reaction was he's spending too much time behind the line. But that's not true. It was the guy that pushed him back there, and he didn't have the ball there.
He didn't have the ball secured. In fact, he was trying to gather that in. I don't think he saw the on-rushing Nicholls State Colonel, who was 95, Don Thompson, defensive lineman. So 3rd and 7 now, back at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Peru is up under center. He will drop, quickly step, and throw, and he threw it behind his intended receiver, Smothers, as Peru was under some heat. He will get helped up by Todd Penland, and on 4th down at the 38-yard line, they'll probably send the punting unit.
Yeah, we're going to find it.
Actually, 4th down. And if Versajay blasts this one into the end zone, that's no big deal, rather than letting Webb try and return one, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too cute with this.
I wouldn't be cute at all. I'd kick it away from him.
Yeah.
And if it goes into the end zone or if you shank it, don't get it into the coffee corner, big deal.
Don't give them a cheap touch.
Exactly.
Make them work. Make them drive the ball down there. But no, I wouldn't have a problem with spotting it on the 20-yard line.
Exactly. Good snap. Versajay's kick is going for the corner, and it's going to be a high kick over the head of Webb, and it will bounce into the end zone for the touchback. It'll be 1st and 10, Nicholls State at their 20-yard line. 9:59 left in the ball game. Cowboys 28 rather. Nicholls State 7.
Well, Schultz has been doing a good job, hasn't he?
He has. He got off to a rough start.
No, but he's done. I'll tell you what, he has been a rock in there lately.
Absolutely.
Getting a lot of velocity on the ball too. Our time is so much better.
So Nicholls State will have the football. Did they call for a timeout here, a media timeout, or are they hanging on over here by the sideline?
I think Schultz just needed to get his feet on the ground.
Yeah,
It's tough to just subject a freshman. Just all of a sudden he's a starter.
Yeah. All right. I don't see any indication that we're in a break here. The Red Hat is not out on the field, but not ready to play. Afraid to go to the timeout.
They got a manager running across the field.
All right. We will take the timeout. Back in 1 minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Philip Tarver for Lake Charles Toyota, inviting you to come in for a first-class shopping experience. We have a vast inventory and a professional sales staff to meet with you in a comfortable, open environment. Your service experience begins with a professional, courteous welcome and continues through valet delivery upon completion. Our unique amenities include complimentary beverages, child's play area, a large waiting lounge, and a gift shop and wireless internet. We all work very hard to give you the first-class service you're worthy of at Lake Charles Toyota, Gerson Memorial, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
1st and 10, Nicholls from their 20. Montgomery will keep, now pitch. Morgan has running room. Look out, near sideline. He will be hit from behind and taken down at about the 47-yard line. That's too much. Yeah. As on 1st down, they ran the option to the near side. They had a lead blocker for Morgan as he took the pitch. He got good yardage.
That's what's been bothering me is the pure triple option.
Yeah.
They got away from it.
So, 1st down at the Cowboys 49 for the Colonels. Montgomery in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Cole is the running back standing beside Vincent Montgomery. Montgomery takes a low snap, goes to throw, and does throw. He hits the receiver over here on the near sideline. Making the grab is Cal Jones, pushed out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain to the Cowboy 46. So they ran the option, and now they're in a shotgun throwing the ball.
Well, you give them that play.
Oh, yeah.
That's a high-risk play for a little reward.
They did get out of bounds. They did get 5 yards on the 1st down play, so 2nd and 5 for the Colonels.
I'm surprised they don't go to 15 more. You know, that catch he made early in the game was just
Gordon, their big tall receiver.
Yeah.
Montgomery in the shotgun. Has Thorne in motion. Montgomery will pitch. It's on the ground. Ball is loose. Who's got it? They're going to rule that an incomplete pass.
It was.
And that is the correct call. He pitched it, but he threw it forward, And it's an incomplete pass, and they made the right call on that one.
Well, I think somebody messed up because they had a motion guy that they thought was a pitchman.
Yeah.
And then they had another pitchman.
Sure did.
And I don't know, he was throwing to the wrong guy.
3rd and 5 now. Ball still at the Cowboys 46. Well, that was a awkward-looking play.
Here comes Dillon.
There's Dillon.
He's coming on up here.
On 3rd and 5, Montgomery will step back into his shotgun. Cole will stand beside him. He'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Montgomery drops straight back to throw. He will bounce around. Now he's going to try to scramble. He's going to be hit and taken down. That'll be a sack for the Cowboys. And I think, was it Lindy that got him, 38?
I don't know, but he sure anticipated the lead.
Yeah. So 4th down, a loss of about 2, and Nicholls State will go for it.
You know, you just feel like McNeese is more physical in the teams they play.
So now they're going to send the punting unit out there. So they will not go for it with 9:01 to play. Cowboys leading 28-7. Fine with me. Get the Cowboys the football back.
Yeah.
Quentin Lawrence will drop back inside his 20, awaiting the kick here from Como. Snap is right there. Como's punt is away. Franklin will call for a fair catch. He will make the fair catch at the 17-yard line. Good job by Carlise. He had somebody right in his face on that one, but he hangs on to it. Cowboys will have the football back with 8:36 to play in the game. Pokes up 28-7. All right. Are they going to take the break here, or are they going to stay right with us? We're going to stay here with you as the Cowboys will take over on their 17. Oaks fell behind in the ball game, 7-0. First drive of the night was taken by Nicholls State all the way down. Scoring. Cowboys answered and have not looked back since that time. Neely Hubbard is the tailback. Derek Peru is up under center on this first down play. Give to Hubbard right up the middle. Hit after a short gain, got to about the 20. It'll be 2nd down. Call it 7 to go Cowboys.
Let's see, we've had, 3 tailbacks tonight?
4.
Finland,
Hubbard, Jones, and Bush.
That's it. 4 tailbacks.
No telling how many receivers. So 2nd and 7, folks, at the 20. 2 receivers left, Friddle and Franklin. Lawrence splits out to the right. Brewer works from the shotgun here. He will give it to Hubbard right up the middle. Not a lot there. He squirms for maybe 3. Call it the 24-yard line for Neely Hubbard, and it'll be a 3rd down and, 4 still for the Cowboys. Clock runs with 7:49 to go.
You know, I guess a storyline of this game was that every time we did make a mistake on a penalty, we went through it. You know, it didn't prevent the drive or didn't stop the drive.
No, not at all.
You know, the too many men on the field. We went through it.
Yeah. 3rd and 3. The ball is at the 24-yard line of the Cowboys. Peru from the shotgun has Hubbard next to him. He'll roll left. He'll set up the throw. He'll throw now, looking for Franklin, and it is nearly intercepted and incomplete. Who was that dove in front there? That was Webb. Boy, that was an athletic play by Ladarius Webb. It looked like Franklin had that one about to settle right into his arms, but Webb came roaring across to knock it away. Cowboys will be forced to punt.
Well, Webb is an athlete. You'll find some guys, like Webb, Bomar, that kind of group, you know, they'll play, and they're great athletes. You can see it. They just don't have the supporting cast, you know.
So Versage in punt formation awaits the snap at his 10. That guy we just talked about. Webb back at his 33-yard line. He awaits the punt of Blake Versage. Cowboys lead it 28-7.
And they're milking that clock right now.
Oh, you bet. Well, actually, the clock is stopped on the incomplete pass.
I mean, the other. Oh, yeah, that's right.
High kick. Webb will be forced to move away from it. Now it'll bounce and roll and go out of bounds at the 30-yard line of the Colonels. So that's where they will start, 1st and 10. Check and see if they'll take our final break of the night here with 7:07 to go in the ball game.
Well, Nicholls is arguing every play.
Yeah, they kind of took themselves out of the game.
Yeah, every play they're arguing with the officials.
1st down, Colonels from their 30. Montgomery will leave the sideline and head straight up to the line of scrimmage. So that's Tobias as his fullback behind him. Two receivers will split out to the left side.
Well, this game scared me. You know, we don't have it once, but this game scared me.
Montgomery is up under center. Option far side. Montgomery keeps. Nothing there. Good job by Key, I believe that was for the Cowboys. Made the tackle. Oh, was it? Sibley, Tyson Sibley, who made the stop. No gain on the play. Maybe a half a yard for the Colonels as they option to the left side. Hard time keeping track of the defensive backs we have, Johnny.
Oh, I know it. I know.
You got so many, and they're all good, and they all play alike. A lot of them look alike.
It is
tough sometimes.
Yeah. Just the jerseys are just interchangeable.
2nd and 9. Shotgun Montgomery. Two receivers to either side. Quick throw. He will hit Thorne, and he'll get the first down out across the 40-yard line.
You know, you really never know who's played real good until the next day in the paper and the coaches, they watch the film. But it seemed like I saw Lindy around the ball an awful lot.
He had a great first half.
And really the second half, too. You know, he was close. He's always close, somewhere around it, you know.
And Knox has had a good game.
Yeah,
Knox was a free safety. It's so hard to be a free safety against the option, so he's had a good ball game. 1st and 10 Colonels from their 43. Clock starts running again. 6:09 to go. Poked on top by a 28-7 score here in the fourth quarter. Montgomery, play fake, sets up the throw and does throw. Just overthrows his intended target, Thorne, at the Cowboys 35.
Got some flags, a bunch of them.
Uh-oh, did we hit him late?
I don't know. I don't,
holding, I think, is going to be the call.
They must have saw the same play.
Holding.
I believe I might decline that.
I think I'd take it, repeat the down, it'd be 1st and 20 rather than 2nd and 10. I think I'd take the yardage.
Yeah.
Let them have it again. That's just that many more plays they have to run.
That's true.
To get the ball downfield.
They don't have that high-octane offense.
No, catch-up offense. They really don't. 28-7, folks. 5:59 to go. Montgomery up under center as Tobias is his fullback, a receiver to either side on 1st and 20. Montgomery gave it to Tobias, and Tobias rides it right up the middle, got about 5 or 6. We'll call it 7 yards to the 40-yard line. That'll set up a 2nd and 13.
It's hard to follow that ball, isn't it?
It really is. And interesting, they're down 28-7, 6 minutes left, 1st and 20, and they run the dive play.
Well, they're not in any panic mode. They're coming in and out of the huddle very slow, and I guess they've given up. They're tired.
I think they are.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it means a lot to play so many guys. You know, you see a new fresh shirt coming in on defense when you're an offensive line that's played the whole game.
Montgomery to throw, throws it near sideline and overthrows his intended target, Gordon, at midfield. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Coming out of this game, I think that Agave and Jordan are going to be the questions.
Yeah.
You know, we've got I don't know. I'm sure we played other offensive lines, so some of the guys from the second unit have to step up.
Absolutely. We got some young ones there that haven't seen a lot of time, but we have to get them in there.
If we can make a transition as successful as we did with Link, we'd be pretty good.
3rd and 13 from the Colonel's 40. High formation behind Montgomery, who slips 2 out to the right, 1 to the left. A little draw play. Uh-oh, look out. Running room. 1st down. Midfield, Cowboy territory.
Oh, I laid it.
No call there. The draw play. Hines on the carry.
This is the point of the game where don't be lingering around the pile.
Yeah.
Because you get cheapy shots to get our interest.
All right, they will stop the clock until they set the change. Now the clock will start again with 5:09 to play. Ball is at the Cowboys 44, 1st and 10, Nicholls State. Montgomery out of the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Tobias is below back of the backfield, standing next to Montgomery. Low snap, he steps up and now throws. It's tipped but caught at about the 40 and driven out of bounds. Making the reception over there is Hines.
Well, now the mustard hats will punish you. You don't get by 3 on any play. Just on that little pass route, you got whacked.
They got 5 and they stopped the clock at the 39 of the Cowboys. 2nd and 5. 4:51 to go in the ball game. Montgomery up under center. Tobias is the fullback behind him. Back to throw. Montgomery now. He flips, steps up, runs, has some room. He dashes out of bounds with a first down at the Cowboys' 30-yard line. I thought Montgomery was going down there, but he kept his feet, said, I'm running it now, and that worked out nicely for the Colonels at the Cowboys' 30 for a first down.
You know what I can't get out of my mindset? This is not the last game of the season.
Yeah, I know.
We have always played in the last game.
And it's always meant something.
Yeah, it always
they have upset us several times.
Yeah, I just conceded a conference commissioner out there with a trophy.
Yeah, now we know why they wanted to switch the game. We're tired of seeing a conference trophy hoisted at the middle of the Big N out there, right? Given to the Cowboys. First 10, Colonels. Tobias is the fullback. Montgomery will keep it, and down he goes. Lost about a yard or so as Brian Smith stayed home. No, that's not Brian Smith. That is 92, not 93 for the Cowboys. No, Brandon Zanders.
I doubt if we'll see Brian Smith.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. So,
Brian Smith must have played good.
He had 3 tackles in the first half. Or no, he had 6 tackles. He had 3 and 3. Three tackles unassisted and 3 assisted. So, yeah, he did play well.
Just from a viewer standpoint, a layman viewer, everybody played good.
We've held their offense to 7 points. They're threatening sort of here at the Cowboy 31, 2nd and 11, late in the ball game. Montgomery is up under center. Oh, he calls timeout. Didn't like what he saw. So with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, Colonels call a timeout. We take the timeout. Back in 1 minute on the McNeese Sports Network.
Transformer Sector 2.
Through wind and rain, storms and sunshine, we're always working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Always working hard to make a difference because we live here too. For service and information, visit Entergy.com. Entergy, the power of people.
Hi, I'm Philip Tarver for Lake Charles Toyota, inviting you to come in for a first-class shopping experience. We have a vast inventory and a professional sales staff to meet with you in a comfortable, open environment. Your service experience begins with a professional, courteous welcome and continues through valet delivery upon completion. Our unique amenities include complimentary beverages, child's play area, a large waiting lounge, and a gift shop and wireless internet. We all work very hard to give you the first-class service you're worthy of at Lake Charles Toyota, Gerstner Memorial, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
After the timeout, 2nd and 11, Colonels from the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Montgomery up under center. Thorne, the motion man. Option play. Montgomery keeps, and not a lot there. He crossed the 30, got maybe to the 29. Getting a little chippy down there as Dan Pyle. It'll be 3rd down and about 9. And, Johnny, you wanted to congratulate some of the Cowboy coaches.
All of them. I mean, they've just done a remarkable job this whole season. Of course, Coach Viator is the straw boss. He's the leader of the pack. Mark Hebert, co-offensive coordinator, along with Jason Rollins. Carlos McGee, running backs. Tim Leger, quarterbacks. Broderick Fobbs, wide receivers. Reggie Nelson, offensive line. Jeff Rowe, tight ends. Jake Morris, defensive end. Of course, Jeff Rowe, it means block 4 because he's a Nicholls graduate. Buck Harris, defensive line. Zach Bronson, the secondary. And Steve Estrada, the student coach. All of them. Every one of them, to the man, has done a great job.
On 3rd and 10, Nicholls throws downfield. It's batted up in the air, nearly intercepted by the Cowboys. It falls harmlessly away, however. And on 4th and 10, they, I'm sure, will go for it here with the ball at the Cowboys' 30. Cowboys lead at 28-7, 3:16 to go in the game.
All right, I think we're going to win now.
I'll tell you what, if we hold them, keep them from getting the first down here, I'll feel real good. Let's say that. If they get the first down, you never know that they could score and get an onside kick and do all the insanity stuff. Here's the 4th down play. Montgomery up under center. Drops to throw. Pressure up the middle. He'll throw far side, and Gordon can't hang on. Incomplete. Cowboys will have the football.
Well, Ms. Hanny, we told you so.
Yep, we sure did. All right.
Told you early in the game. You hang with us. We'll be there.
Cowboys get the football back at their 30, and we head to the sidelines to Richard Dow. Rich?
Obviously, the McNeese fans are still sticking around. A very exuberant student section tonight, standing right behind the Cowboy bench. They have kind of got thrown out of here by a lot of security. The wall is right here next to the Cowboy students, and some of them got a little bit out of hand. They didn't like the fact they got thrown out of here, but the Cowboys enjoying this and looking to basically make it down the next 3 minutes.
Cowboys will run Elric Jones right up the middle, and he'll break a couple of tackles. He's near a first down out at the 40-yard line. So it's 2nd and 1 as Elric Jones gets a chance to carry the rock. On first down. He does get the first down, a 10-yard gain for Elric Jones. 3:03 to play. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains, and the clock will start once again. Baruch has played the entire game at quarterback, and he's hoping to just run the clock out here. First 10 Cowboys from the 40. Baruch up under center. Jones is the tailback behind him. Jones will get the carry. He'll get a yard or two. Somebody goes tumbling down there. Who's that? That's Bourgeois in the game for the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
He gets a chance to slip a little bit on the carpet. 3-yard gain for Elric Jones, so 2nd down and 7. Johnny having fun with the fans here. Or they're having fun with Johnny. I'm not sure which.
Well, it's fun to be the front runner. I'll tell you that.
Right. That's right.
But I don't think that guy knows what to do.
2nd and 7. Peru will give it right up the middle. Jones once again. Got a couple, maybe 3, to the 46-yard line. Third, 3.5 for the Cowboys. 1:45 to go in the game. The clock runs. If the Cowboys convert this 3rd down, should just about do it. The Colonels do have a couple of timeouts if they want to stop the clock here, but I don't think to do that.
I think we got it.
I think we got it too, Mr. Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Boy, it feels good. I promise you, Thomas, I was scared to death on this one. I was scared.
Peru will keep, and he'll get the first down, and he'll be taken down from behind at about the 42 of Nicholls State. Well, Derek has had a good ball game running the football. His passing stats aren't going to look that good tonight. They played a deep zone on him all night long, trying to negate the Cowboy wide receivers, and Peru has thrown well short. So he's not got a lot of yardage, but he got some first downs that way. Derek has run the ball exceptionally well.
But there's just so many things that don't show up in the stats that Peru does.
Yeah. So good. He's kept his hands on the ball. We've had only one turnover tonight. That was the interception early in.
I never did get a third quarter stat.
No, we didn't get him.
So his rushing's going to be good.
It is. Under a minute to go, the Cowboys will take a knee.
Big win here.
Very much so. Cowboy fans will get up on their feet. This is a good victory for the Cowboys. There's 40 seconds to go. They will have to take a knee one more time, and that will do it. The Pokes will come out of here with a 28-7 victory. They will go to 7-0 on the year, Johnny. 7-0. First time we've been 7-0 since 1995.
Let's go for it.
Let's do it. Next week against Southeastern. This will be the final snap of the ball game.
And I tell you what, I don't see any let up. I don't see them letting up at all. I just don't see how they can with the number of people we play and the way they play and the type of people they are. It's been a fabulous week, hasn't it, with the players helping the kids and the bus and just everything good happening in our program. And
it's the final now. Cowboys 28, Colonel 7. Back with the McDonald's post-game show after this on the McNeese Sports Network.
Papa, it's time for Big All-Star Challenge.
That's right, Gabby. We're challenging all other dealers. This is the All-Star Challenge.
That's right. We're challenging those dealers of this new Yukon that's got that new flex fuel engine and gets great gas mileage.
These new GMC trucks drive so smooth, even us girls love them. An All-Star challenges all other dealers on the price of these new trucks and high trade-in dollars that never go down.
Hey, Papa, what's the trade-in for this?
We are professional grade.
Transformer Sector 2.
Through wind and rain, storms and sunshine, we're always working hard to earn your trust and confidence. Always working hard to make a difference because we live here too. For service and information, visit Entergy.com. Entergy, the power of people.
once again, the Cowboys control their own destiny in a very important Southland Conference game tonight.
And we're a part of it. Does it get any better than that?
Play clock was running out on the last play on second down and 10 in the round. Whitehead will throw down deep. Got it! Franklin! Touchdown!
Nelly! What?
Eight back control, four-step drop, throws it across the middle. Tight intercepted. Jamel Juno at the 40, at the 45, 50. At the top of the screen. Here's the handoff. Right side. Look at here.
Look at here. Look at here.
Look at here.
Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby.
Yes, sir. Patrick Penland with the longest Cowboy run of the second half of the season, and the Cowboys have exploded here in the third quarter.
What?
Cowboy fans are up. This is for the tie. The kick is up. The kick is high. And it is good. Cowboys have tied it up. 26-26 on Blake Versajay's 39-yard field goal. Blake Versajay is 4 for 4. Down and 6 at the 21. Two to the right. One to the top of the screen. Rolling to his right is Edmonds. Across the middle. And intercepted! Intercepted by the Cowboys. Jonathan Walker from Lake Charles out of Washington Marion High School with the interception. And now the Cowboys only need a field goal, or Blake Versajay has been perfect tonight. The kick is up. It is almost blocked, but it is good. The McNeese State Cowboys beat Northwestern State on 5 Blake Versajay field goals. Holy cow, what a game.
It's championship night at Cowboy Stadium. McNeese Cowboy football team going for their 5th win in a row, and more importantly, the Southland Conference Championship. Tonight, Cowboy Stadium.
Good to hear the cowbells. Cowbells ringing at Cowboy Stadium. Carly's Franklin at the bottom of your screen. Here's the end around and the double handoff. Quentin Lawrence comes the opposite side to the 25-30. He's going to go to the 35-40. 45 still on his feet. Has one man to beat. Has the block. Jason Miller giving the block to the 20, the 15-yard line. Jason Miller, we just talked about him. He gives the big block, and Quentin Lawrence gets things going early.
I think that's why you receive.
Second down and 10 in the shotgun for Rue. Back to throw. Pump fakes. Carly Franklin. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Wide open.
Good crowd on hand tonight at Cowboy Stadium. They're on their feet on third down. Back to pass Montgomery. Pass in left side and picked off. Jamel Juno with the interception at the 48-yard line. He's excited. There it is. Boom, baby. Yeah, there you go.
You think?
And there's water being spread on the sidelines. The last 20 seconds will kick down, and the Cowboys have won the Southland Conference Championship. Let the celebration begin at Cowboy Stadium.